Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Simon Rafe. Networks refuse to air pro-life TV spot. Two network TV affiliates in Washington, D.C. have refused to run a pro-life television advertisement, but are instead airing ads paid for by Planned Parenthood. The American Life League spokesman Paul Rondeau says they tried to buy time with local NBC and CBS stations to air a video called Planned Parenthood Bunnies, but were not permitted to make the media buy because they could not legally prove that Planned Parenthood puts bunnies in blenders. As with all advertising, the spot cleverly uses metaphor to drive home a message, as with the American Life League ad, which depicts a bunny being placed in a blender as a metaphor for abortion. Critics say that this type of passing by TV networks may be part of the pro-death pushback against the tide of efforts to defund Planned Parenthood to the tune of $300 million taxpayer dollars annually. You can view the Bunnies in a Blender video for yourself on YouTube by clicking on the link right over here. Revealing anti-life video. A new YouTube video released by CatholicVote.org shows the dark and destructive world of abortion and its supporters. The media team for Catholic Vote rolled their cameras at a recent pro-abortion rally in Chicago in defense of taxpayer-funded abortion. Here's just a taste, and I warn you, some of this footage is very graphic.
They want to talk about morality? Look at what we represent right now. Abortion on demand and without apology.
I'm so glad to be a featured doctor, and I will perform abortions, and I'll be proud of it.
I want Planned Parenthood to be like Starbucks. I want a Planned Parenthood on every corner.
Not the church, not the state. Women must decide their fate.
Brian Birch, the head of CatholicVote.org, says they wanted to expose the nature of those individuals who support Planned Parenthood and abortion on demand without apology. Now, if you would like to view the complete video, just click on the link right over here. U.S. Anglican Ordinariate expected. As Christians around the world experience a further departure from authentic teaching by thousands of Protestant denominations, some are turning to the unchanging truths of the Catholic Church for answers. Already, many Anglicans in England are fleeing the deteriorating Church of England in favour of conversion to Catholicism through Pope Benedict XVI's creation of an Anglican Ordinariate. As the Ordinariate meets with success in the United Kingdom, Anglicans in the United States are awaiting the establishment of yet another Ordinariate. According to a report on the website CatholicCulture.org, an assistant to Washington's Cardinal Wuerl says that a positive decision to create the U.S. Ordinariate is likely. Though no one knows when a personal Ordinariate may be established, the decision is presently in the hands of the Vatican's Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, of which Cardinal Wuerl is the U.S. delegate in charge of implementation. Stay with us, we'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
CatholicUnderground.com, the podcast about our Catholic faith and new media.
Priestly vocation is not a job. Pope Benedict XVI says that the priesthood is not a profession but a vocation given by God and not a career choice. Speaking at a recent gathering of priests from the Diocese of Rome, the Holy Father gave a talk on the meaning of service and fidelity, saying, "One is not a priest for part of the time. We are so with our whole soul, with our whole heart. This being with Christ and being an ambassador of the Church, this being for others, is a mission that penetrates our being and must penetrate ever more the totality of our being." The Pope also urged priests to be humble and to be motivated by God's will by speaking out on all the topics important to the authentic gospel of Christ, because a priest's vocation must be lived without counting the personal cost. And finally, Pope John Paul II on Facebook. The Vatican is promoting Pope John Paul II's beatification on Facebook. The page includes video highlights of the soon-to-be beatified pontiff, along with details of the beatification mass on May the 1st. Pope Benedict XVI's Facebook page presently attracts 10,000 to 15,000 fans, with the Vatican regularly promoting events like the Holy Father's recent trip to the United Kingdom. Using Facebook is all part of the Holy See's attempt to step in with social media and further spread the gospel. Further plans include inaugurating a new web portal by Easter, specifically geared towards news and designed to be tweeted, posted, shared, and blogged. The Vatican's current website will remain available even after the new information site is up and running. I'm Simon Ray. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out the Vortex today, where once again Michael is coming to us from the Eternal City in Rome. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tell your friends about us. And as always, God bless.